doing amazing fight, but this is the boxing. There is one winner.
Joshua, if he destroy him, it will be good for me. The headache of Jack Paul will go from my mind.
Turki AlalSheikh drops bombshell on Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul fight, making it crystal clear who he believes will dominate. He's ready to place a $100 million bet on AJ, leaving Jake Paul with a mere 1% hope. A bold proclamation, full of confidence, and a subtle, cheeky troll aimed straight at Paul's ambitions.
This, for me, is an easy night's work. And let the geezer go in there. The profile's going to be massive.
Eddie Hearn reacts to Turki AlalSheikh's $100 million bombshell with a mix of awe and realism. He knows Paul's confidence is high, but facing Joshua is a different world. Hearn emphasizes the brutal truth: this isn't hype or an influencer fight. AJ's power is absolute, and Turki's bet only underscores Joshua's unstoppable dominance in the ring.
Got that many people around him that I wouldn't be surprised if he thinks he's got a chance against Anthony Joshua. You know, Jake, I watched him, Jake. You'll knock him out. Yeah. It's like, you know. But, you know, there's a difference between fighting Gervonta Davis, even Canelo Alvarez, and then fighting AJ.
Derek Chisora doesn't hold back, predicting a swift and brutal end for Jake Paul. Confidence radiates as he vows AJ will smoke him out, leaving no room for doubt. In the shadow of Turki AlalSheikh's $100 million bet, Chisora's words echo the inevitability. Joshua's dominance is clear, and Paul's bravado is about to meet the cold, unyielding reality.
Worried about it. He's gonna smoke this guy out. I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna smoke this guy out properly. I'll be there. He's gonna smoke him. I can't.
Tony Bellew paints a stark picture of the physical mismatch. AJ's size, strength, and power create a nearly impossible challenge for Jake Paul. The moment they step into a ring with standard gloves, the gap becomes undeniable. Turki AlalSheikh's audacious $100 million bet suddenly feels prophetic. Joshua isn't just favored, he's practically unstoppable in this showdown.
Anthony Joshua, who's now 5 inches bigger than you, maybe more, or 4 or 5 inches, and about 100 pounds heavier. You just don't go from there right up to there. I don't believe it. And I won't believe it until the two of them got 10-ounce gloves on in a boxing ring. Because if Anthony Joshua puts 10-ounce gloves on and gets in a boxing ring and Jake Paul is in the other corner, this won't last long.
Anthony Joshua is sending a psychological masterclass here, warning Jake Paul that pressure isn't just about punches, it's about control. AJ's calm yet intimidating presence in the ring is designed to break Paul mentally before the first blow lands. This is more than a fight. It's a test of composure, stamina, and the sheer aura of a true champion.
I'm not that kind of fighter. I'm going to be putting pressure on you even when you're not punching. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals with that type of pressure.
Carl Frampton pulls no punches, highlighting the glaring gaps in Jake Paul's resume. From washed-up opponents to MMA fighters, Paul's victories don't carry weight in a real boxing ring. Every analyst watching sees the mismatch. It's a brutal reminder that hype doesn't equal skill, and facing Anthony Joshua is stepping into a whole different echelon of danger.
From who's he beat? Chavez, who's, you know, not a boxer anymore. He's been out for such a long time, and he lost an MMA fighter in his last fight. The only legitimate boxer I think he's beat is it Tommy Fury? Is that it?
He didn't beat him though, he lost to him.
Oh, he lost to him?
Carl Froch is brutally realistic, describing an instant finish the moment AJ lands his first shot. Paul's defenses, experience, and hype crumble against Joshua's precision and power. There's no room for excuses, no narrative escape, just pure, inevitable boxing truth. Fans are reminded that one clean punch from a former heavyweight champion can define the fight entirely.
AJ splatters fake Paul within a round. Within the first minute of the first round, the first punch, the first right hand that lands anywhere on the cranium of fake Paul, the fight is over. It's got to be. Like, you can't make an excuse either way. Does fake Paul think that AJ's that badly past his...
Fraser Clark emphasizes the real stakes behind the spectacle. It's not just about fame or money entering the ring with Joshua carries real risk, injury, and humiliation. Paul's pursuit of a payday clashes with the harsh reality of a heavyweight champion's power. Clark's words echo the painful truth. Ambition without respect for the ring can be catastrophic.
What would that be for Jake?
Dangerous, but these lot want to get paid loads of money. You know, this is what is part and parcel that comes with it. The nature of the beast. Look what happened to me. And I'm a fighter, and that can happen. and it's painful, mate.
Oleksandr Usyk doesn't mince words, breaking down the brutal reality awaiting Jake Paul. He frames it clearly. If Anthony Joshua decides to go full throttle, there's no hope for Paul. Usyk blends respect with a stark warning, highlighting Joshua's ability to dominate both mentally and physically. Calling it business and money underscores that this fight isn't just spectacle, it's a professional battlefield. Usyk even prays for Paul, but not out of sympathy, rather, it's an acknowledgement of the mismatch. He emphasizes that stepping into Joshua's world is far beyond Paul's experience. This isn't criticism, it's a reality check delivered with the authority of a true champion.
It's true. It's business, more money. Only this.
So we need to pray for Jake Paul.
Yes, I will pray Jake Paul because I want fight with Jake Paul in octagon.
Logan Paul marvels at the sheer perfection of Anthony Joshua, emphasizing the monumental experience gap. Every knockout, every championship, and every training grind has sculpted Joshua into a gladiator-level athlete, almost flawless in power, size, and precision. Logan's words convey awe, but also a warning Paul faces someone whose skill set and presence transcend height. It's a rare combination of technical mastery and physical dominance. Against this, Jake Paul's previous victories feel minuscule. The commentary highlights the psychological weight Joshua carries into the ring, reminding fans and fighters alike that facing AJ is not just about punches, it's a test of courage, resilience, and absolute respect for the craft.
Experience difference, Anthony Joshua was a former heavyweight champion who's knocked out heavyweight champions.
Has he ever tried like Ozempic or Manjaro?
This is a guy who is already perfect.
Okay.
He's perfect.
Okay.
He's like, if you could sculpt like a perfect gladiator human being, it's Anthony Joshua.
Wow.
Yeah.
Devin Haney voices what many insiders are thinking. Jake Paul stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua is audacious, almost reckless. Haney underscores Joshua's status as a solidified, world-class champion whose skill and power leave very little room for error. Every move Paul has made in the past pales in comparison to the threat AJ presents. Haney's surprise isn't just disbelief, it's an analytical assessment of risk versus reward. Fighting Joshua isn't a calculated risk, it's a gauntlet few could survive. His commentary highlights the enormous gap in experience, strategy, and technique, framing Paul's decision as both shocking and dangerously naive.
I was surprised that Jake took the fight rather than Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is fought the best fighters in the world. He's a solidified champion. But I'm surprised that Jake took the fight and is fighting a guy that's so dangerous like Anthony Joshua. So I got to take my hat off to him. Because we were saying that he's fighting this person past their prime, this person's old and this and whatnot, and now he's fighting.
Don Charles captures the astonishment of the boxing world, emphasizing just how surreal it is to even consider Jake Paul in the same ring as Anthony Joshua. His surprise mirrors the audience's disbelief, highlighting the stark contrast in skill, experience, and ring IQ. Yet, he tempers skepticism with a nod to reality. If the fight happens, it happens, and the best man should prevail. His words reflect both awe and acceptance, acknowledging the shifting landscape of modern boxing. The commentary paints the event as unprecedented, a clash of worlds, where spectacle, hype, and true athletic dominance collide in a matchup few could have imagined.
Exhibition, I'm surprised at that because you just wouldn't put Jake Paul in the same ring as Anthony Joshua, surely. But if it's for real, then it's for real. May the best man win. And I know, come on, gosh, this is like, the world has changed,
Carl Froch pulls no punches, laying out the brutal truth for Jake Paul. He predicts a one-round finish, emphasizing that even an Anthony Joshua past his best still possesses precision, distance control, and knockout power that Paul simply cannot handle. Froch dismisses Paul's hype entirely, highlighting his lack of technique and his defeat against Tommy Fury as proof that he's out of his depth. This isn't a personal attack, it's a hard reality check from someone who has faced elite fighters. AJ's 1-2 combinations and measured approach are the type of professional tools that expose every flaw in Paul's game. Fans can visualize the inevitability. From the opening bell, Joshua will dominate, with Paul scrambling to survive against a calculated, disciplined heavyweight. Froch's analysis reinforces the narrative that this isn't just another spectacle, it's a mismatch that feels almost predetermined.
This is a one-round job because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud. He can't jump.
John Fury doesn't waste words, delivering one of the most blunt assessments yet. His message is simple. Anthony Joshua's power is absolute, and any deviation from an expected knockout outcome would be unthinkable. Fury's colorful analogy underlines just how dominant AJ is physically, leaving no room for Jake Paul's theatrics or hype. This isn't speculation, it's a clear statement from someone intimately connected to elite boxing circles. Paul stepping into the ring isn't just a challenge, it's walking into a storm of superior strength, precision, and experience. Fury's words resonate as both warning and prophecy. Joshua's ability to neutralize opponents is nearly unmatched in modern boxing. Fans are reminded that this fight isn't about promotion, money, or social media buzz. It's about the raw, uncompromising force of a world-class heavyweight champion. Paul's bravado meets the harshest possible reality.
They can't finish. Anthony Joshua could knock Jake Paul out with his dick. So if it goes any other way...
Derek Chisora breaks down the fight dynamics with razor-sharp insight, emphasizing that Jake Paul's endurance and skill are untested against someone of AJ's caliber. Chisora points out that Paul must try to finish early, just as he did against Francis Ngannou, because surviving past a few rounds would expose him to relentless punishment and public scrutiny. The implicit trolling is clear. Paul isn't built for 5 rounds with a seasoned heavyweight. Chisora highlights Joshua's relentless pressure, the type that doesn't require maximum punching to dominate, just consistent, calculated control of the ring. This commentary frames the fight as a battle of survival rather than spectacle. For fans, it's a stark reminder that Paul's bravado might only carry him so far. The fight is already shaped by the disparity in experience, physicality, and ring IQ, and Chisora's analysis reinforces that Paul is stepping into a near impossible scenario.
I'm having a go at you, because you can't go past 5 rounds with this kid. He has to go past 1 round or 2 rounds. Past beyond 4 or 5 rounds, you know, people are going to be doubting you as a fighter himself. So he has to smoke him out like what he did Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia.
David Haye emphasizes that survival against Joshua isn't just about heart or luck. It requires flawless execution, timing, and peak mental focus. Even a fighter like Jake Paul, who may have shown flashes against weaker opponents, would need a perfect performance to withstand AJ's precision. Haye references past benchmarks like Ngannou to illustrate how only razor-sharp performance can prevent a swift defeat. The commentary underscores the gap in experience, power, and strategy, suggesting that Paul's mental and tactical readiness will be tested in every second of the fight. Haye also highlights motivation as a crucial factor, whether Paul can summon the focus to adapt to Joshua's relentless ring control. The message is clear: 1 lapse, 1 hesitation, and the fight ends quickly. This isn't a circus act. It's a masterclass in elite heavyweight boxing where mistakes are unforgivable.
Chuck overhand rights at AJ's figured that out a long time ago. The shot that he got caught with against Andy Ruiz in New York, I was there for it, and the shot kept whistling by me, and Carl Froch are watching it, and there's a few left.
Duke McKenzie delves into the subtleties that make Anthony Joshua such a formidable opponent. He explains that AJ's team knows Jake Paul intimately, the way he moves, his tendencies, his strengths, and weaknesses. Joshua's preparation isn't just physical, it's psychological and strategic, designed to exploit every flaw. McKenzie stresses that Paul's lack of high-level experience leaves him exposed to tactical exploitation, and any attempt to match Joshua's rhythm or pace would be futile. The commentary highlights the methodical nature of AJ's approach, where every move is calculated and every punch carries intent. It's not just brute force, it's mastery of mechanics, timing, and pressure. McKenzie warns that attempting to surprise or outsmart AJ now would be a monumental miscalculation. Fans are reminded that Joshua's dominance comes not only from raw talent, but also from a deep understanding of opponents, making Paul's challenge nearly impossible to overcome.
Yeah. He knows the kid inside out.
Yeah.
He knows how he works. He knows all the mechanics behind that kid and how to motivate and get the best out of him. We've seen it. And to get rid of him now at this point, I think it's a bad move.
As the dust settles on all the expert analysis, one thing is crystal clear. Anthony Joshua isn't just favored, he's an unstoppable force waiting in the ring. Every analyst, from Froch to McKenzie, has highlighted the insurmountable gap in experience, power, and skill between Joshua and Jake Paul. Paul's hype, bravado, and social media antics are no match for the precision, discipline, and relentless pressure AJ brings. This fight isn't a contest, it's a masterclass in heavyweight boxing dominance, a clash where preparation meets raw talent. Fans are left questioning how Paul can survive even a single round. The stakes are monumental, the spectacle undeniable, and the outcome almost inevitable. Now it's over to you. Who do you see walking out victorious, and do you think Jake Paul even lasts past the opening bell? Sound off in the comments, let's get this debate raging.